I've tried to, and again, with Holbrook's counsel from a while ago in the back of my mind, really invest in the kind of, in just the relationship. So taking a bunch of African ambassadors to an NBA game. I've done 100 courtesy, or 102, I think, courtesy calls on different ambassadors where I just go to their missions, and you know, my team gives me all these points. I'm supposed to ask for this and that and the other thing, and usually I just say, you know, when your country got independence, like, how did that happen exactly? And but getting people to talk about what matters to them, and not always starting.
Not
with
always
what
wanting
matters
something.
Not always. You know, I mean, we want a lot, and one of the things that is so amazing about working for the U.S. government, and can be exhausting, I think, for countries who have to take our calls the whole time, is again the number of fields on which we're playing, and asking other countries to step up and with an agenda. And it's what I think, you know, Foreign Service officers, I'm always telling them, you know, you should feel incredibly proud at the number of asks we're making of governments about, you know, asking countries to contribute on, you know, gloves or chlorine or motorcycles on Ebola, or asking people to contribute a couple engineers for the South Sudan mission, or asking people to vote a certain way on a Ukraine. You know, the fact that our embassies all over the world are these vehicles for leadership on so many fronts, you know, is really important. But you can't just show up in those circumstances. You really got to make, I think, respect and the dignity of these individuals and what they're going through. I mean, I went not long ago to the mission of Benin, and I asked the permanent representative to tell me a little bit about his village where he grew up, and he told me about it, and I said, well, how's that village faring, you know, given climate change, and because it's a coastal country that's been famously a lot of erosion. He said, oh, my village doesn't exist anymore. Wow. You know, and you just, so if you actually get behind the positions, and there's a lot of positional warfare within the UN system, and the G77, which is a bloc that can be very challenging for us to work with, but if you disaggregate it and just sort of try to understand what people are bringing to their jobs every day, their life experiences, their national priorities, which are often not ours, but if we want them to play on ours, you know, understanding better what's driving them is important.